Are you next? Probably not, because statistics show that you'll leave this page before even hearing about what it was that generated all of those commissions and happy people. Yep, chances are you'll be one of the 95% of people that leave this page before 5 minutes have passed. So, if that sounds like you, go ahead and leave now because, seriously, you're wasting my bandwidth. If you're one of the 5% that see this site and watches the video all the way through, then get ready for the ride of your life. I'm about to take your financial future and flip it on its head. What you're about to see has literally never been done, talked about, or even dreamt up by those fake-named gurus. See, normally this is where I would have to tell you that I met some guru on a yacht and I bought him enough drinks to get him to spill his guts on how he made his millions. Is that what you want? You want a fancy story and a bunch of well-planned out lies in order to get you to stick around? Or would you rather hear what really happens behind the scenes? See, listen, I don't know any super gurus that are making billions of dollars living on fancy yachts when they leave their million-dollar houses. Oh, yeah. And my stripping career, well, that just didn't take off. Now, listen, I'm an actual stay-at-home, make money from my living room, pay off my bills, internet marketer. I live an amazing life that includes an NFL player's old 4,000-square-foot house, a 2012 BMW 655i, more flat-screen TVs than rooms, a very diverse and healthy investment portfolio that I plan to retire with at the age of 35. Truth is, there are a lot of guys out there that are doing what I do. But I'm a hustler. I don't strive for good enough. I'm in it to win it and don't like a whole lot of obstacles in my way. So I either pay to have them removed or work hard enough to remove them myself. But okay, enough about me. Let's talk about you. You're here because you want to have more freedom. You're here because, well, you could use some extra cash. Recently, I surveyed my students and I asked them what they really wanted. I asked them why they look for opportunities to make money online. And I got some people saying they didn't like their job, but felt lucky to have one. I got a couple more people saying that they're retired and they're just bored with their time. But do you know what the overwhelming reason was? They needed more cash. Yeah, turns out people are seriously struggling. I'm guessing you might be struggling. I mean, sure, maybe your house isn't in foreclosure, but a wallet full of cash wouldn't be the worst turn of events, right? Well, once I saw that people, just like you, sitting in your same seat, just wanted to make an extra $100 a day to start, I realized that not only could I help people achieve that, but I could help them reach their other financial goals in the process. Not relying on that job they're lucky to have. Not relying on that retirement package that was cut. Not relying on punk kids who drive a Lamborghini while their jalopy sits on the street curb. The last question I asked my students was, well, it was the most shocking. How much money have you spent on programs you, A, don't use, B, can't figure out, and C, just plain and simple, don't work? It was staggering. At least 50% of the people who answered these questions had spent thousands, maybe not $30,000, but even $1,000, and their return was nothing. You got to be kidding me. Listen, if I spent $1,000 on stuff that did nothing for me, I'd have a serious grudge and wouldn't be a lot of fun to be around on weekends. I mean, that's a lot of money. And this is coming from a guy who has cash in spades. Not to be cocky, but I understand the value of a dollar. So all that brings me to a revolution that is directly related to why you are here. Look, the basics of the internet and how to make money online are easy. You already know them. Step 1, get a website. That usually includes about $15 when you factor in a domain name and hosting. Step 2, get traffic to that website. No one told you that this was nearly impossible. Step 3, cash commission checks. Yeah, it really is that simple when you break it down. You don't need a whole lot of previous experience to understand how that would make you money. Have a website with an affiliate offer on it, get people to visit that website, and eventually people will click on that affiliate offer, and eventually someone will buy it. Impossibly easy to understand and impossibly difficult to get it right. I mean, let's face it, how many times have you been told that you don't need this stuff? SEO, media buying, email list, joint ventures partners, article marketing, comment marketing, PPC, social marketing, PPV, any paid traffic. Think about it. That list usually has a big fat X over it, right? Hey, let me ask you something. Is there any other way besides that list to actually get traffic? I mean, seriously, if these fancy software programs you're buying don't involve any of that, then they don't involve getting traffic either, because that's a pretty short and comprehensive list of the only ways to really get traffic online. So in their efforts to trick you into thinking that their software is amazing, they also just told you it doesn't work. That's just a nifty tip I picked up along the way. Make sure to write that down so you don't forget. Okay, so now you're saying, okay, so these software programs and things that I have logins for are a waste. Back to the drawing board, but where do I start? Well, see, I always tend to lean towards the lazy answers. What I mean is this. If I can get someone to do the work for me, who knows what they're doing, it tends to work out a lot better for me because I don't have to learn so much, and it doesn't require a lot of my time, which I find to be more valuable than the results these softwares give me in return for it. Yeah, I've used those same softwares that you do, and they always end up being some reincarnation of an article distributor or Yahoo Answers spam bot. That's not marketing, which is why it doesn't work. You really think that if these softwares drove a lot of quality traffic, you know, the laser-targeted traffic, the companies like Microsoft and Google and Facebook and the other billion-dollar companies out there wouldn't snatch it up for $1 million and use it themselves? Let's put our thinking caps on here. Oh, wait. We don't have to. It's a no-brainer. Look, Fortune 500 companies pay hundreds of thousands of dollars year after year to other companies in order to help them get traffic. Okay, here's where I come in. They pay companies like mine. See, my company is built around driving traffic for people. It's a service, not a software. Companies that actually want traffic don't buy $47 softwares in order to then hire 100 people to run that software in order to then see no results and ask for a refund. No, they contact people like me who already have everything in place. They call us up and then pay us good cash to drive traffic in ways that they don't want to have to understand. See, personally, I've been responsible for more clicks than I could show you in screenshots. Hundreds on top of hundreds of thousands of clicks, sometimes in a day. I learned a long time ago how to actually drive traffic, but I also learned it took me a while. I mean, didn't your parents ever tell you anything worth having is tough to get? Well, it's no different with internet traffic, internet commissions, or an autopilot lifestyle. So what I did was hired a team of people to do what I was doing for me. I took the time, did the work, shed the blood, the sweat, and the tears to struggle my way into a high five-figure income by myself. Okay, so you're still kind of shocked that I didn't say some software did it for me, huh? Well, high five figures was great, but not worth 80 hours